This is called a fireside conversation.
Where's the fire?
Where's the fire? The
So-
fire is to get this book done.
How did you come up with the idea of writing the book?
Well, it was all, I'm a storyteller of... At least
Of your own exploits.
well, true. I've got an ego like everybody else, so I just keep rapping about what I did. And people have continually said, so why don't you write it down? Make a book. Make a book? Are you serious? And that's how this came about. So
Right.
okay, this is volume 1. And we agreed that you can't put, 70 years of experience into one book. You can condense it all, but these stories are a lot of fun and people have reacted in good ways. So I thought, well, you're the one who said, no, it's got to be at least 2 volumes and possibly 3. I started thinking, God, 3 volumes, the work of 1 volume. So yeah, it's going to be 3 volumes, like you said.
So you've resigned yourself to it.
I've resigned myself to it. I'm a note taker, as you know, and I've got these notebooks, which I know.
All that is to do with the book?
Well, most of it, yeah. I copied this into another book.
In the earlier books that I wrote, My Husband and Other Animals, it was just taking little vignettes from Rom's life and writing about it and and those small vignettes were complete stories in themselves. But now to flesh it out and to see how it fits within the larger life story is quite interesting. I'm actually enjoying it.
Good. I'm glad, because it's going to go on and on and on.
Yeah, that is true. But then that's what writing is about.
That's true.
It's not like some painting that you can just paint in like 1 month or something and get over. So this is what it means.
So it took us nearly 5 years to do the first book.
Yes, partly because of your filing system, partly because of all the disruption of the move, packing things up at our old home, settling here, building this house. So there was all that. If you don't surprise me with new files, then I think this will go a lot faster.
Yeah.
But what do we consider the beginning of this project? When did we start? Well, only then can you know how long it's been.
Yeah, I know. No, we've been sort of contemplating this for a long time, and I've been looking at notes and compiling stuff and sorting through stuff for quite a long time already. So.
Okay, what am I in for? Tell me.
Well, no, there's lots of more stories that I know you've gone through most of the notebooks already and all the notes that I've had. What's difficult for me to figure out how we're going to do this second volume? What's your game plan for it?
Okay, so right now what I'm doing is slotting everything to a timeline. So we know which year what happened. So we are not scrambling with it later on.
Yeah.
So once I'm finished with all your notes and reports and articles and everything, I still have a few more files to do. Then we can take 1 year as a chapter and see if it works. And we just have to try it out. Some chapters, like some years, might have to be split up into 2 or 3 chapters, because like you did 2 or 3 projects in 1 year, it might be too much for that chapter. So I'm thinking maybe every year is a chapter, roughly. It's still really, really early. So we just have to try a rough draft, and then we can play around with the timeline. We can go back, forward, start at a different point.
So how many years are we talking about? 1968. No, 67 to 84 or
85,
or
84, 85,
Okay.
something like that.
So it's almost 20 years.
12 years.
Wait a minute.
Oh, 15, it's about 17 years.
17 years. Okay.
Yeah. Is that okay? Doable?
It's
bite-sized compared to 70 years.
yeah. The only way we're gonna ever say it's doable is by doing it. But the thing is, it's the period of my life where I probably did most what you could call creative stuff. The projects we started, the
Well, I'm not sure about the creative. Definitely projects, because then after 85 is when you get into the filmmaking, which
that's true.
is,
That's called creative.
yeah. So I think a lot of the, going off to PNG, Zimbabwe, all those crocodile surveys that you did in Corbett, Tamil Nadu, Gir, all that, it's like, so it'll be crocs, something, and something rather than snakes, drugs, and rock and rolls.
Crocs, drugs, and rock and roll.
No. There are no drugs here, and I don't know about rock and roll because we've not come to the music yet.
Okay.
So we have to come up with a title that sort of sounds in that something, something, and something format.
Right.
Ideally.
Right.
So you have to think about, come up with some ideas that we can play with.
And this one is my early years.
Yeah.
So this is what, my middle years? Okay.
Something like that.
Okay. So I was middle-aged.
Yeah.
And the last one would be my, what, not dying years exactly, but
Well, that's more filmmaking, so you could peg it to that, my filmmaking days or something like that.
they're gonna put me in the movies.
All right.
Okay. Good. I think we got a plan.
So think about title and the subtitle.
Right. I have been thinking about it and I haven't come up with anything.
So do you want music in this? Can you think of albums, musicians, just like
I've done the music already.
for the second volume?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I've been working on it when you thought I wasn't working. I just had my earphones on this. The thing about the music is that you relive those times with, I relive the times with the music. And a music will bring back memories to me, like that girl that that snake that I caught, or that girl that I knew, or whatever it was.
But that's fine. Having a list of music is fine, but it has to integrate with the text like we managed with the first one.
I know.
So, is it really going to be such a big part of your life that it's going to be in the title?
I don't know. I sort of like the connection to rock and roll because I still love listening to rock and roll.
I mean, we can put the music in, but does it have to be in the title is what I'm wondering.
I don't think so.
Then that means you have to come up with Crocs.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sure we can use our brains and figure it out.
Okay. We have plenty of time to do that.
Yeah.
A few moments later.
If there were a film to be made based on your autobiography, which Indian actor would you like to play that?
Do you know any Indian actors?
I don't. I haven't been in touch with movies these days, so
You know
obviously
Amir Khan.
Shah Rukh Khan.